best and brightest colleagues at Thermo Fisher Scientific.
Well, it's a great company. We're just talking about how the expansion's going, and a lot of expansion because of Trump, I have to say. But I think the 1 year depreciation is great. 1 year expensing, everyone loves it. And we did a little excursion. We had to take this little few weeks of excursion, but it's been incredible. Our military is unbelievable, the job they're doing. I would say, to put it mildly, way ahead of schedule. We've knocked out their Navy, their military in all forms. We've knocked out just about everything there is, including their leadership. Twice. We knocked out twice their leadership, and now they have a new group coming up. Let's see what happens to them. But 47 bad years we suffered with them, not only us, the rest of the world. And we're doing our job. So we had to take an excursion, but it's doing well. The market's holding up well. I figured we'd be hit a little bit, but we were hit probably less than I thought, and we'll be back on track in a pretty short while. Prices are coming down very substantially. Oil will be coming down. That's just a matter of war. That happens you can almost predict it. I would say it went up a little bit less than we thought. It's going to come down more than anybody understands. Do you have any questions, Peter?
Yes. You just said it is a little excursion, and you said it is a war. So which one is it? Well,
it's both. It's both. It's an excursion that will keep us out of a war, and the war is going to be. For them it's a war. For us, it's turned out to be easier than we thought. But think of it, they had thousands of missiles, 8,000 missiles. We got many of them before they got to launch. They have drones all over the place. We got many. Now we're knocking out the drone plants, as you know, going fast. They started talking about mines, so we hit 28 mine ships as of this moment, 28. Like using the same weapon, the exact same weapon that we use against the drug dealers in the water. We have, as an example, we had tremendous drugs pouring in through the waters, through the sea, and now we have almost none. It's down 97% through water. Now we'll do it through land. The land is easier than water. But this is a great honor being here. It's a great company. I've known it for a long time, and you have done a fantastic job. And I'd like to congratulate you.
Thank you. It's the colleagues' work.
See the colleagues. It's a new form of physics. You said before, my associates, my colleagues, what about people that just work for you? No, right? They're colleagues.
25 years working together.
That's why it's doing so well. Congratulations. Great company. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great honor. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Gentlemen, we thought it would just be good to introduce some of our best
let's go.
People in our team and have you have a chance to say hello to
Well, let me have a picture with them. How about that?
That's great.
Come on, Peter, take a picture. Come on. Let's go. Let me get alongside some really good-looking people. All right, let's go. There you go. This guy here, Pulitzer Prize. Nobody
I need everyone just steps back against the wall, please. Everyone move back.
You good, David? Yeah.
anyone ask about pharmaceuticals in some capacity.
In this site that you're in today. We're excited. There's 1.8 billion doses annually of medicine. Around 70% of that production goes into the U.S.
You might say that to them. Interesting. Some great information about the company, please.
We produce 1.3 doses of medicine, and over 70% of that goes right here for face patients. We have a variety of therapeutic areas, cardiovascular, oncology, diabetes, that we at the site. When products are difficult here, which means active of the technologies and the workforce that we have in Cincinnati. We are right
And we're
around-
taking this away from a lot of countries from all over the world, from medical things, and sometimes they're not doing a very good job of it. And sometimes they put us actually at risk, and we're taking that away.
Actually, we'd like to thank you for that, for the reshoring efforts. We produce 1.3 billion, and we are actively working with 2 customers. Merck is one of them for a key profile product, reshoring back to this facility. Boehringer Ingelheim is another. We produce 1.3 billion. Between these 2 opportunities, it will nearly double the manufacturing for this facility. So we really appreciate the work that you're doing.
And they're coming in, Merck as an example, they're building many factories, Pfizer, Lilly. They're all coming in building many factories, but they're up here faster. And at some time in the future, they'll probably be doing a little bit of what you're doing, maybe a lot. But in the meantime, they can get here a lot faster by using this great company and other companies like this, but this great company, right?
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you very much. The other thing I would add is we are deeply invested in the community here in Cincinnati. We focus on all of our employees live here. We raise our families here. We're focused on job development here. We partner with local universities as well as trade. In this facility, you have everything from high school graduates all the way to PhDs. Al and I are both examples of a co-op program right out of university. Thermo Fisher very much develops talent.
And I spent 3 summers in the Queen City. Do they still call it the Queen City?
Yes, they do, sir.
In the Queen City, and it was a great experience with my father. I was very young, and we had a little apartment house here, a little complex called Swifton Village,
Yep.
and it worked out very well, so it was good. It's always good to get off to a good start, right? We got to do a good start. If you don't do a good start, it gets a lot more difficult, but it was a great experience. I love Ohio. And Kentucky we're going to also, you know. We love Kentucky. And we won them both by a lot. I think we can, absolutely without question, we can say by a landslide. And it's great to be back. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Dr. Oz is here, one of our real stars.
Mr. President, do you want to share with our buddies at Thermo Fisher about most favored nation pricing and why this is so important to our country?
So the whole world, we were paying the most for drugs. We were paying more than any other nation by far. And I don't mean by a little bit, like double, triple, quadruple. I use it just as a basic example. A pill that would cost in London $10 could cost $100 in New York. And through a lot of talent and Dr. Oz too, and some of his people, they're incredible. But I dealt with countries and with the pharmaceutical companies. And pharma was pretty easy because they thought would never get it approved by the countries. So they said, well, we're going to be okay with it, which they weren't. But in the end, they were. They were fine, really good. But in the end, I used some very strong negotiating talent to get every single country to almost immediately approve. I threatened them with tariffs. I said, look, if you're not going to do this, you're going to take your medicine from $10 to $20, and you're going to bring us from 100 down to 20. So we're going to be now the lowest, tied for the lowest anywhere in the world. We take the lowest, and that's where we are right now. We went from the highest in the world to the lowest in the world. And I think it's the biggest thing, medicine, of pricing. And you're a beneficiary of that, and it's made a big difference. But it's a big difference for people that aren't paying the $100, they're paying now 20. They go from 100 to 20. And a country, France or one of the countries, will go from 10 to 20. And they said, we're not going to double our price. And I said, yes, you are. I said, no, you're not. And they said to me, look, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to put very substantial tariffs if you don't do it. And they go into effect tomorrow morning. And they said, like we said, we're going to do it. And it was pretty amazing. Nobody can believe it all happened. And I guess other administrations tried, but they're not that competent, or they didn't try at all. I would say mostly they didn't try. I don't even think they tried. But we took it down by 60, 70, 80, 90%. And nobody's ever, there's never been a thing. In 28 years, medicine's only gone up. And we brought it down by, in many cases, 80% more. So it's an honor, and you're a big recipient because it's good for your business, right?
Absolutely.
Good. Thank you very much.
We're proud to be a part of the American supply
Yeah.
chain and reshoring pharmaceutical operations. So thank you very much.
That's what we're doing. We're bringing it back to our country, where it should be. Thank you.
Mr. President, Alan was actually going to show you a little bit about our packaging operation
Okay.
and how we bring medicines to patients here in the U.S.
We'll let the media, I didn't say fake news, please. I don't, there are too many professionals. So I refuse to call you fake news, all right? See how nice I am? They say, what? Show me. You might see it's interesting stuff.
So to give you a little on the line here. Okay, we've dezoned for the visit, as you saw over there. The folks are down as far as part of the pharmaceutical manufacturing process. We're on a packaging line, one of our 3 bottle lines here at the site. And this is the last step of the process here. So it's a U-shaped line. We kind of walk you through. We have line stage to give you a feel. On this part of the line here, the bottles are getting oriented and on the line. Then they come in here into the next spot, which is known as our filler room. So that's where we have the filler. Our tablets are going into the bottle. It's very accurate. So check with.
Do you ever get one extra tablet?
There are times where we get one extra.
That's devastating to the bottom line.
But there's a weight checker, so you catch all of those.
So past all that, in this whole filler room, it's part of a higher cleanliness zone. So before it leaves that space, the cap is on the bottle and it has gone through induction sealing so that it's oil sealed. As it comes through the rest of the line here, it'll come through and then it gets the label at the back here of the line. And then it's labeled with a serial
Reduction in PIs. There's actually quite a few regulations around so having details that so that's perfect. But some customers do. They ask for a cleaner insert, so they're nice and insert to the bottle. It's a large
So the last steps here is it goes through a bundling station, so you can see an example of that. It'll then get packed into the shipper, where it is then closed up onto the pallet. That's the whole process. So as we package each batch then, they'll go through the final release processes from our quality systems here, and then on to ship it to our customers.
Great, big, beautiful company. Yes. Really? The best? 2000. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Mr. President, before we move on, would you mind doing a photo with me today? Mike?
Did you get
Straight up. Thumbs up.
got it?
Thank you, Press.